All is well. You ready?
Okay. Yes. I'm ready.
Awesome. Well, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Megan Pinkney, as you know, and I am here for our very first author interview of 2025. And I have the pleasure of being with our new author, Miss Destiny Green. How are you doing, Destiny?
I am wonderful, and I am so excited about this interview and this moment. Oh, I can't believe that this is happening.
Yes. So I noticed that we are matching color shirts, and we did not do that on purpose. So I know this is going to be a really good interview today.
Yes, we are in sync for sure. And your last name is my married name.
Right. So it's going to be good all around. So
Yes.
before we hop into the interview and discuss your new book, tell the people a little bit about who you are and some of the amazing things that you have going on in your world.
Yes. Well, I am a woman who loves life. I love people, and I love God. I am a person that is optimistic. I'm always want to look for the good in a bad situation or a negative situation because I just naturally believe that if we have a positive outlook on life, we can deal with life better. I am a bold person. I am a courageous person. I am a natural leader. I am a mother to two grown children. I love them so dearly. They are my world, and my four Gigi babies. They are light up my life. Um, People have always gravitated towards me with sharing things that they were experiencing at their life at the time that just naturally always happened. And now looking back, it was a safe space for them. They felt comfortable, and I appreciate that I was able to, be a listening ear to people, and which is causing me to be in a profession, the type of profession that I'm in today. And I just want to tell a quick story. My mom said that ever since I was 3 years old, that I wanted to sing, and that I was at church with one of my siblings, and I heard my mom sing, I guess, and I told the first lady at that time, Miss Hill, rest in heaven, sweet, sweet lady, that I wanted to sing my mother's song. And my sister was we 8 years apart. So she was like, and I'm only three. She was like, she can't sing my mama's song. And she said, Miss Hill told her, yes, she can. She can sing. So when I went home, my sister went and told my mom, she want to sing your song, mom. And my mom was like, let her sing my song. She was like, that's let me hear you sing. And she said, I sung every lyric that how she sung it. And
Right.
ever since then, I have been singing. So it's just something when I talk about the boldness and the naturally leading. I believe that God has just placed in me, um, as a gift, and I appreciate that.
Yeah.
And I just love to be a part of people's growth. Um, I am a supervisor by day, and I am a therapist by evening. And I'm currently seeking my licensure, which means that I got to get to a certain level of hours before I can practice on my own. So I'm practicing under someone that is already licensed at an agency. And
Right.
so I've been on this track for like the last 4 years since like 2020. I had like a 2 year gap because I was just trying to see where I fit in within this career path. And now that I know I'm ready to take off. So that's a little bit about me. That kind of sums me up. I love to have fun. I am a part of Transformation Church, and when I can serve there, when I'm not doing my work, I
Mhm.
serve there, and I'm a part of a prayer group where I am connected with these ladies, and they're like the aunties that I never grew up with. So they are wonderful ladies, and so I have a pretty full life.
Yes.
And I am excited about life. And I want to get other people excited about life. I don't care what's going on. And I done been through some stuff, and it's in the book. And
Yes.
I want to just encourage people, which is, one of my gifts is the gift of exhortation. And I just want to use that gift to encourage people and let them know that they can get excited about their life because God got something good in store. And
Oh,
it's going to be better than it was before. They can think about their best day, and it's
yes.
going to be way better than that day.
Wow, thank you so much for sharing. I mean, you like you said, you do have a full life. You have a lot going on, some amazing things. So, how did you have time to write a book? So let's talk about your book. What is the name of your book and what is it about?
So the name of my book is called God Thoughts. And I was kind of in prayer about the name because I didn't have a name when I started writing it. But just let me go back. Let me go back just a little bit and then come back up.
Mhm.
I started writing in 97
Wow.
and it was really journaling because at that time I was going through a very, very, very tough time. And I was just really broken and I was just trying to seek for answers at that time. And it was really out of a place of brokenness of me starting to write. And it was like out. So like it'll be my feelings or whatever I experienced during that day, or it'll be my frustration, or it'll be what I want to happen in my life. And then I started getting these melodies and things like that. So it became songs. And the Bible says that he will give you a new song to sing. He will give you a new hymn of praise. And so I didn't realize at that time, but that was a, a part of healing for me. But anyhow, so since 97, been writing, and I moved away from Illinois um, in 2001, and I moved to Iowa. And when I moved to Iowa, I started writing more. And I want to say 3 years after I moved to Iowa, I had got this unction to write a book. And the title at that time was Will a Man Gain the World and Lose His Soul?
Wow.
And so I was just excited at that time. I really didn't have a purpose for it. I just knew that, I was really building my relationship up with Christ. And I just wanted to share everything that I was experiencing pretty much. So I really didn't have a goal, but I actually completed the book and had somebody look at it. And when they looked at it, they felt like that I needed to add more content. And so I just left it alone and never did anything else with it. And so, 3 years ago when I got back to journaling because I had got away from it. That's when, I was in prayer and the Lord was like, "This is your book." And then and he was like, "This is your devotional book." And I got so excited. And within a 3-month period, I had all 52 subjects
Wow.
written. So that's how I do it with him. That's how I do it. Because when I will go back to read what I wrote, I was like, "Oh, he making me sound really smart." But so that's how they came about. And then that's when I reached out to you,
Mhm.
because it was another lady that someone had told me about. But I had already, had like kind of knew you from Transformation Church and meeting you. Then my niece kind of told me about you and things like that. And so I was like, you know what? I went on your website and I was looking, I was like, you know what? She's African American woman. She is God fearing. So she gonna understand the assignment.
Yeah.
And I would have to say that you definitely understood the assignment. You are doing your thing, and I appreciate you for helping me through this process because
Wow.
it has been a wonderful experience, I might say.
Oh, that's so awesome. So that's usually how the journey to book writing and publishing starts. It's just an idea, it's just a hunch, it's just we just want to put out work that's going to help other people. So with this 52-week journal and devotional, what can people expect? I know you share a lot in there, and it's a little bit different type of formatting than people may expect. So what
Yes,
type of information and topics you don't have to share all of them because you want them to
yes,
get hooked, but
yes.
just a teaser about some topics that they can expect in a devotional.
Okay. Well, it's 52 different subjects, like I said, and probably between 38 to 40 of those subjects I share some of my life experiences that is pertaining to the scriptures in that reading. So within every reading, there are it's all scripture based. So it's going to talk about characters in the story: Moses, Nehemiah, David, Ruth, Naomi. Those different characters in the Bible, of them experiencing those same subjects, such as betrayal,
Mm-mm.
such as um resolve it.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. And these subjects are things that people go through in life. We
Yeah.
need to learn how to resolve issues,
Yeah.
and how do we do that? Is it effective? Is it beneficial for you and others around you on how you resolving things?
Right.
Is it getting you closer to your purpose?
Right.
Because we all have a purpose.
Yes.
Do you have healthy relationships? All of these different things. Um, I would have to say, I'm pretty sure if no one has been betrayed yet, they will if they keep living. Because the conditions of people's heart, everybody is not in the same place, of healing and understanding and doing the right thing,
Right.
and so that talks about how can I get through betrayal. And
Mhm.
within that story, I talk about someone particular that I had to deal with.
Mm.
Because a lot of times we can cut people off that we don't have to deal with.
True.
It could be a coworker. All at work, while I'm work, I'm there. But when I leave, they ain't in my everyday life like that.
Right.
But this person had to be in my life. And
Mm.
so I had to learn how to deal with the betrayal of the situation and how I was feeling and those emotions and the situation around it,
Mhm.
and learn how to navigate that. And the Lord helped me how to do that.
Wow.
you know and also within after the end of each reading is two questions,
Mm.
and so those questions get people um to answer honestly where they are,
Right.
because if we cannot be honest about where we are, it's going to be hard to get to being from that place, getting to a better place. And God already know where we are.
He does. He
He
does.
knows everything. And we know how to mask real good as human beings.
Mhm.
And we lie to ourselves, and we can be honest with God. That's what I learned, because I used to carry so much shame. And like, you remember, I don't know, a lot of people know in the beginning, when Adam and Eve, hid in the garden after doing something that they knew was wrong. And we do that as Christians. We want to go and hide and
Yeah.
isolate ourselves from Christ, and isolate ourselves from people who love us and support us. And God said, no, we don't have to do that.
Right.
We don't have to do that. And so it's a lot of good things in that book
Mhm.
about how we can navigate real life
Yeah.
and
Wow.
how we can do it with God. Because doing it without Him, it's not possible. I'm gonna say that right now. There is no way that I would be standing where I am right now, when the brokenness that I was in and the pain that I was in and things that I've experienced that should have. It was meant to take my mind,
Right.
but it didn't,
He did.
because I belong to God.
Right.
And I connected with Him. I pursued Him. I sought Him out.
Yes.
And He said, when you seek me, you will find me.
Finally. Mhm.
And I'm still finding Him.
Well,
And I
amen.
want to help other people to do the same. Yes.
No, that is so powerful. And that's just two of the topics of discussion in the journal. We talking about 52, y'all. That's a
Yes.
lot. So this is not something you can just read and just breeze through and be like, oh, that was cute. You really have to sit down, like you said, to be honest. It's not something that you have to turn in. You don't have to share with anybody. This is between you and God.
Yes.
Please sit down, ponder the questions, ponder, the topics and how it relates to your own personal life. So this is like a little bit of your like pre-counseling with this.
Yeah.
You
Because
know,
when we say a devotional, you got to devote time. You have
Mhm.
to be intentional about it. And
Right.
when we're in relationship with people, human beings, we have to be intentional about building up those relationships. And it's the same with God. And how we do that is it's a certain way.
Right. Right.
Everybody want to make their own way, but it's a certain way that we got to do it. And the word is the only way because he is the word. That's the
That's
only way.
right. No, absolutely. So when you had the unction to write this devotional, who was your target audience? Who did you have in mind to be the recipients of this book?
Anybody that is looking to grow personally and spiritually,
Mhm,
this book is for the everyday person because I think a lot of people think that God is so far away and that the answers are so far away and that what they desire, what they really, really desire, because people desire stability, good health, um, financial. No, that ain't the one. It's two more. I can't think of them. But people they want to be in relationships that are healthy, that they are valued, and that it is reciprocated. And so they go there. We are naturally seeking out these things,
mhm,
and so we need to just be we need some guidance on how to do this because the book is a manual already been set for us. Like when we have a car that we want to purchase, there's a manual for that particular model of car. There is a manual for how to navigate in this human life that God has already designed.
mhm,
And we just have to get in tune with it. And we don't have to understand everything.
mhm.
I am I understand more because of my experiences with him.
Right.
I believe that our experiences are opportunity to get to know who he is and what he can do for us and who he
Right.
is to us. And if we just open up ourselves, to that, we'll be able to experience him as being Jehovah Jireh, as being our healer, as being our rock, as being fire, the God that is consuming fire. He is those things, and we'll get to see those different aspects of him, just like a man can be a coach, a mentor, a father, a teacher.
Right.
These aspects, these different names of God, these are different aspects of him.
Mhm.
And our experiences in life get us to experience those different aspects. So I'm no longer scared about trials and opposition in life because now I know, hey, I'm about to learn.
That's
I'm
it.
about to see how he shows up the
Right.
way
Right.
he said that he can.
Right. It's awesome.
Yeah.
And that's what people are going to get. They're going to get that encouragement. They're going to get the boldness in life as they walk through these 52 topics
Yeah.
in your God Thoughts devotional book. So I know people always ask the question. I'm not sure if you've received this question before, but are there any other books that you have planned in store for the future? God Thoughts Part 2, anything you want to share? If not, let me know.
Yes, I actually want to make this a series.
Nice.
But if I don't make it a series, I definitely plan on every 2 years publishing a book, a devotional. I also want to get into the children's book as well. I'm working with my own grandchildren and doing this project and working this out. This is about legacy,
Yeah.
and I heard Oprah say that Maya Angelou told her legacy is everyone that you touch. So when somebody reads the devotional and they change and that change benefits them and they're getting closer and they're growing, that's legacy because
Right.
something that they heard and understood shifted their mindset,
Correct.
and I'll never know that many people, but God does,
Right.
and so it's this is about legacy. It's about, people, you know connecting and being in tune so that they can know what their purpose is and living that out, and so that they can be happy living
Right.
on along the journey. It's not a sad journey. It's a
No.
lot of sad things that happen along the journey,
Yeah.
and it's real, but
Yeah.
God helps us to navigate that. He'll give us joy.
He does. Peace for sure. So,
Yes.
so where can people buy your book? Where can they follow you? Tell them more information about how they can get this powerful book and stay connected to you.
So This book is connected. I mean, well, I said connected. The book is on my PayHip website, which is what is that?
We
Yeah.
can put it in the link after the interview.
Yes, we'll put it in the link. Is something PayHip Destiny / Destiny Green, something like that. Also, I'm on Facebook because this is the only social media platform that I know how to navigate more fluently than the other ones. I am on IG and I changed my name to Destiny God's Girl as well. So I'm on Facebook as Destiny God's Girl, and I'm on Instagram as Destiny God's Girl. And y'all just be patient with me. I'm learning how to navigate, the Instagram. Um, so that's where you can find me. Also, my email address, if anyone ever have any questions, is godsgirl76@myyahoo.com. And we'll make sure to have all of this information in the link below and at my Facebook as well.
Yes.
Um, Also, if anyone is seeking a therapist, they can find me on Psychology Today. I have a profile on there, and Improving Lives Counseling Center, excuse me, services. I have a profile on there as well. And we can do a consultation and just see like what you're seeking, and we can just kind of go from there.
Nice.
I plan to start a God's Girl book club, with my book, and that'll start next month on February the 3rd. And
Wow.
those that have told me that want to do that, it's going to be a closed group.
Mhm.
So I'm going to send them the information by the end of this week with that. And I plan to do that 3 times a year. So it's like a 13-week course.
Mhm.
So we'll be doing like 4 subjects in one because maybe somebody don't want to share an experience from one subject, but they relate to more of the other subjects. So we'll have that range up in there. So it's like 13 weeks, and then we'll take a month off, and then I'll start the next group, and then take a month off and then start the next group. And then I'm also looking to connect with my youth, 18 to 25. I have a group that I want to form called Grow. And oh my gosh, I'm gonna not say what the acronym means because I don't want nobody to bite my stuff.
Okay.
But it's wonderful. And if young adults are interested, I will send them all the details of the group.
Mhm.
And all of these will be virtual. The book club is virtual. The group will be virtual at this time just because of how my schedule is.
Right.
And we'll just see how it goes from there. If it needs to be in person, we can work it out.
Right.
Also, just to clarify with the therapy, I only serve in Oklahoma because I'm only licensed provisionally in Oklahoma. And I only can serve Medicaid clients as well. So if they have those 3 managed health plans, Aetna, Oklahoma Health, I forgot the Humana, then I can serve them.
Nice. So
Mhm.
always have a lot going on. Amazing things. So I
Mm.
want to back up a little bit on your 13-week program. Is that already full for your first session, or can people sign up? Is there a sign up link that we can put in the chat?
So I just told people to let me know either through Messenger on my Facebook or Instagram or on my Facebook because I read all my comments.
Mhm.
And so those that have told me up to this point, I have them marked down. So if I get more after this, I'm gonna accept it. If it's too full, I'll just put them in on the next one. But I feel like being virtually, I'll be able to get a good amount, you know,
Awesome.
on the call. So we'll just kind of see what the numbers are.
Awesome. Sounds good. So before we wrap up, are there any last minute words of encouragement or remarks that you want to leave to people?
Like I said when I started off, get excited about who you are and who you could potentially become, because that's what the journey is about. What God has already designed before we were ever entered into our mother's womb. He had he has specific things in store for us and specific callings and assignments that he has given us. But if we're so distracted with trying to make things happen ourselves, we miss out. And I encourage you to pick up this book, tune in, If you can get on any of these groups. If not, just connect with your local church or your alone time. A devotional or a spiritual book is a good way to start with learning about how to navigate this life, because it's just so, you get the Bible and you like, dang, where do I start? So a
Right.
devotional or a good faith book. We got a lot of great people out there on platforms now, and the Lord will lead you to the person who to buy. Joyce Meyer was a key person in my early, well, actually, up until like, I think my last book I bought of her was like maybe 2 years ago. But I have so many of her books, and her books have helped me to grow
Yeah.
and to understand myself and what I was going through in those different seasons of life and the purpose for that.
Yeah.
And so I just want people to know their purpose. I want them to know that you don't have to try to be nobody else. Be yourself, because you are beautifully and wonderfully made.
Yes,
And
indeed.
love yourself so that you can be able to love others the way you want others to love you.
Right. Oh, thank you so much. That was so sweet. I mean, just awesome, and I'm super proud of you. And I just want to tell you congratulations publicly. It's been a journey, and we're here, and people
Yeah.
are going to be blessed by your book. So, guys, if you are out there, if you're watching live or watching on the replay, and this has encouraged you, I encourage you to go buy the book. Again, we're gonna put the links to purchase in the chat. But if you find yourselves like, man, I have a book or I have a business that I want to start, reach out to Joseph's Ministry. That's why we're here. That's our sole purpose, is to get people, individuals, and businesses to their next level as it relates to publishing books and starting businesses. So if that is you, please reach out to us. You can go to our website at www.josephsministryllc.com. We would love to talk to you about your project and your desires and help you get to your next level as well. So, Destiny, thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for just your awesomeness and you just being you. So,
Thank
guys,
you. And I
absolutely.
just want to quickly say that you will not be disappointed. This woman is professional. She is efficient. She gets back. I was amazed at sharing with her my ideas and how she was able to understand through her email what I was trying to say. Because I'm like, so many times I'm like, I think we need to talk on the phone so you can understand what I'm trying to say. I'm telling you, when I say she understood the assignment, she understood, y'all.
All God, to God be the glory for sure. But thank you for that. We're just gonna do our part. But no, we would love to work with you guys as well. So reach out to us. Make sure you buy the link, connect with Destiny and all of the programs. If you're interested in the book club, the youth programs, make sure you put it in the chat so that you guys can connect and go from there. So thank you guys so much. It was a great kickoff to our 2025. So we look forward to having our next author interview soon. Y'all have a good day.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for your support.